Agenda item 13 is consideration of declaring as surplus property the City of Mesquite's 2003 Ford Mustang GT, VIN number 1FAFP42X73F321970, and approve the sale of the vehicle as is with no warranties to Justin Goodsell for the amount of $4,590. Chief Tanner. Mr. Barton, did you have a question?
I was just going to, Chief Tanner is fine to take this. I was just going to introduce it, but I'll let Troy explain it.
Okay, thank you.
Mayor, Council, Justin came to us. He was involved in the Beat the Heat program for about 3 or 4 years now with several other agencies, Lincoln County, Utah Patrol, a bunch of agencies in Vegas and California. The program, and I guess the backup material, but does church and school programs, grad night, trunk or treat, golf for kids, shop with a cop, dare and great programs. They do annual car shows, at least 2 a year. And then they also do a time on a vehicle. And the program was made to educate, encourage, and promote kids in high school basically to get involved in helping them work on a vehicle. It's all done by donations. It's a nonprofit group and real successful. I had some phone calls earlier today with some other people in the Beat the Heat program. And I know the city didn't want to take the liability. I had discussions with the city attorney on doing some times. Most agencies run, every agency runs times as far as track times. It impresses kids, gets them involved, educates them a little bit, encourages them to go to the racetrack where it's controlled, a better environment for kids rather than trying to race on the streets. So looking at all that information, we discussed with Justin again this year. It came up, and he wanted to get more donations towards the vehicle. We had several donations in the past. When we first got the vehicle, we purchased it, the city did, from Ford, gave us a discount rate knowing it was for that type of program, also a community policing tool. It was never made for as a patrol vehicle. It was made for a community policing tool to have it at all of our parades, events, and all the programs I listed. And so Justin had some other people come to him and say they wanted to modify some things on the vehicle. I discussed it with Billy Tanner at the shop. It's a manual transmission, of course, so it's a 2-door vehicle. It's a 2003. It easily gets ran down, to say the least. It's an older vehicle. The air conditioner doesn't work that well. It costs the city a lot of money to maintain it, to keep it up, especially in the heat here. So we decided to go this route. We didn't want to see it go to auction, because if we stripped the $8,000 of donations off it, all the things added to it, including the paint job and the fan and a lot of different parts on it, then the vehicle wouldn't be worth quite as much, of course, and then it would cost a lot of money to put the money back into it, you know, the paint job and so on, because we actually discussed buying a different vehicle. But I just wanted you to know it's a great program. There's he's going to continue to. We did a seatbelt safety about 2 weeks ago. You probably saw in the paper. Justin put that on, organized it. We'll still use the vehicle at every one of those events and continue to educate all the high schools in our valley and in Bunkerville. He takes it different places just to show them the vehicle and gets kids intrigued, and then they're willing to talk to police and be more comfortable around us. It's a great program. So I'll take any questions. Justin's up there to answer if you have any. He donates his own time, always has, to all these programs. He travels to Vegas in the car shows, the ones in Mesquite, and he wants to continue that.
Okay. Thank you, Chief. Thank you, Officer Goodsell, for being here. We appreciate your comments. Mr. Barton, you do have a comment you'd like to make?
Mr. Mayor, the reason this is before you in this form is because this is a departure from the way that we normally take care of vehicles. We normally, in this situation, excuse me, would sell this at an auction. This is a departure in policy. It's a policy call, I think, that the council needs to make. The staff recommendation is to move forward with this, but this is an unusual way of doing this. We've not done it before. We've checked with legal. Legal was fine with it. But again, this is a departure from normal policy.
Thank you, Mr. Barton. Mr. Gustavson.
You scared me away there. I was going to ask him what car dealer he worked for. That's the best car salesman presentation I've ever heard. So I was going to commend you, and I love seeing that car driving around Mesquite, and I think the kids in Mesquite love it. And from what I understand, wasn't that, a lot of that done up at the high school? Was some of that done at the high school?
You know, Justin wasn't here when we first got the car. We used it originally for Darren Great, and to be honest, not making fun of any of the officers, but some people couldn't fit in and out of it. Because of the, you know, it's a two-door vehicle, and it's hard to get in and out with all your equipment on. I'm saying we got a lot of stuff, and so we use it more at parades, and we do take it to seatbelt safety and some other things, but it was more used as a community policing tool. We parked at different places, but originally, a lot of donations came from businesses here in town. Like I said, over $8,500 came from businesses, and every one of those businesses endorsed what Justin's doing. We attach those on your backup. All those businesses want to see it go to him, and they want to continue to donate to it to make it a little bit faster, a little better, a little bit nicer looking.
Yeah, I don't have any problem with the sale of the car. I just hope that we'll see, you know, still have some presence in the community, because it's meant a lot, I think, to the teenagers and stuff in the community. You don't see many police cars that are hopped up looking Mustang. I don't know how hopped up it is, probably not a lot, but it looks good. Thank you.
Councilman Haven.
This is for Justin. Can the chief get in and out of the vehicle?
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you. Originally, you stepped in, chief. Originally, I had some concerns because of the departure from policy, but after I talked to legal and Chief Tanner and Officer Goodsell, fact of the matter is that he'd probably get a lot cheaper if it went to auction. But he does a good thing for the community. He donates his own time. There's been a lot of great donations from the community. It's a great program, and so I have no problem with this this sale that Officer Goodsell. Thank you. Appreciate all you do.
Councilman Rapson.
Yeah, just for the benefit of those who don't have the full complete backup in the package, that this thing is it appears the price was set based on an online search of a highly respected used car, Edmunds, and other than Kelly Wood locating here, the two, and this is the private party sales price is suggested. So I think this is fair, and I doubt if we get this at auction. No.
Councilman Lippman.
I'm prepared to make a motion on this if there's no further discussion.
Seeing none, go ahead, sir.
Okay, my motion is to declare as surplus property the City of Mesquite's 2003 Ford Mustang GT, VIN number 1FAFP42X73F321970, and find that it is desirable and in the best interest of the city to sell the vehicle as is with no warranties to Justin Goodsell for the amount of $4,590.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Doesn't look like there'll be any discussion. Call for the vote. That motion carries. Congratulations, you own a car.